What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'll let a few hundred of y'all come in and then I'll go in. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to give some shots out to the early birds, starting with Winston Butler. What up, Winston? The B. See, life is notorious. Moses Salas, Sweet Beloved, June McNeil, Lord Nova 85, yo, Connie Harch, what's up? Chevy Attic, Montgomery, Alabama, home of the white chair, yeah. YB, what up? 1804 crypto. Come on, crypto. Waiting on that crypto to come back around. I'm telling you, man, when it come back, y'all gonna be like trying to catch up. Better get in right now. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Corey Davis, what's up? Kansas City. Phyllis Brown, H-Town. Doris Myers, Canton, Mississippi is in the building. What's up, Martina Curtis? Detroit. H-Town Tony, throw it up. Yeah. Keisha, Plano, Texas. What's up, Tex? Hassan Williams, Philly in it. Rocky Mount, North Carolina. James Williams, I see Demetrius. DD South, Memphis. Mike Harvey, Eric, Laura Thomas, Terrence Bertrand, yeah, South Park. What's up, South Park? I see Austin in the building, Robert Dunn. I'm going in, fam, going in. Let me put up a pic of my subject. This woman right here is Caitlin Clark. She plays for the Indiana Fever, one of the most popular WNBA teams out there. And it is because of this woman right here. This guy here is NFL Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe, who has one of the most popular podcasts, Club Shay Shay and Nightcap, with Chad Ochocinco. Shannon has some words for the people who've been hating on Caitlin Clark. Caitlin said that, well, not Caitlin, but Shannon said, hey, man, let her cook. Let Caitlin Clark cook. He was very passionate. Did a little cussing. You know, he say, you know, normally Shannon will say like bull junk or bull Conan, something like that. He'd be saying, he don't say bull, S-H-I-T, whatever that, right? So he was saying, you know, he cussed it all the way out. He did the bull all the way out, you know, with real cuss words. He was mad. Really hot at the people who have been going in on Caitlin Clark and hating on Caitlin Clark. Now, family, full transparency, I have not been the kindest person to Caitlin Clark. I've just called a strike and a ball a ball. I've given her credit. She is a hooper. She can hoop. She is very deadly when left wide open. She's very deadly. If she plays loose. But when you put that pressure on Caitlin Clark, she's going to turn that ball over. She gonna, I seen it, fam. I seen it. Does not mean that she still can't hoop. She still can hoop. But she ain't as bad as she is right now since that All-Star break. She been cutting up. Her whole team has actually been cutting up since the All-Star break. And I'm going to tell you, well, let me first of all say why Shannon was addressing this whole situation. So there's a woman named Skylar Diggins Smith. This is her. Skylar bumped Caitlin Clark in a recent game. And all hell broke loose. She purposely did it. I saw. She looked up. Caitlin Clark was trying to pumping up the crowd at her stadium. She was mad. I mean, Skylar took exception to it and looked up and bumped into it. The reason why I know she did it on purpose is because they was walking in the same direction, and Skylar kind of rushed her walk a little bit, as she saw that, they were going in the same direction. Were about to meet up. She kind of rushed it a little bit so that she could, give Caitlin Clark that little bump. It was a very, very tenderoni bump, fam. I'm talking about barely, little love tap. And all hell broke loose. I mean, a media firestorm. Everybody, Caitlin Clark, Caitlin, they picking on her. You damn skippy, they picking on her. They're supposed to pick on her. She's a rookie. Rookies don't get no pass. Rookies get trashed. You're a rookie. You ain't proven yourself. You ain't won no championships. We've been holding the league down forever. We are the veterans. We run this. Now you come in with all this hype. Yeah, you can shoot, but you come in with all this hype and ain't proven yourself, ain't did nothing. And the entire league is bowing down to you. The media coverage is insane. The fandemonium is crazy. You damn right I'm going to feel a certain way about that. I'm supposed to. Even if you wasn't getting all that hype, you're a rookie. I'm finna show you something. This league ain't what you want. This ain't college. This ain't college, baby. This is the big leagues. So why should the women ease up on her? I get it. She's a cash cow for the WNBA. The WNBA is doing what they're supposed to do. Protect the cash cow. But at the same time, I understand that the players get a lot more out of her being on the court. If she plays well, more people come out to see, more ticket revenue. They get to continue to ride in those private jets. Money go up. The salaries go up. Everybody win if Caitlin Clark wins. But as a man with pride, I'm a competitor. So I'm not about to ease up on her, even if it does benefit me. She is my opponent. I want my numbers too. I want my name in the history books too. I want to put a rafter up there in the ceiling for my team too. We playing for pride. When I was a youngster, fam, we used to play in the park. And you would have these guys who would come to the park who were star basketball players from around the city. star high school basketball players around the city. And we would give them the blues. No fantastic dunking and all. We ain't doing none of it. You come in this paint, we're going to lay you down. And that's what happened. Time and time and time again. Come in that paint, you're going to get laid down. We'd have dudes who was 6'8", 9, 10, 7 feet out there shooting jumpers. Because they come in that paint, we're going to lay them down. If they shot a jumper, we draped all over them. I would like to say that we helped them become better players. Which brings me to another player. Perhaps this guy's on your list as the greatest to ever do it. Michael Jordan. Full transparency, I don't like Michael Jordan as a person. But as a basketball player, I do believe Michael Jordan was the best professional basketball player I've ever had the opportunity to watch. I think he's the best. He's the best that I've ever seen. When you talk about being clutch, when you talk about being prepared, when you talk about intensity, the will to win, doing whatever it takes to win, he had that. And exciting to watch, he had all of that. Stop comparing Caitlin Clark to Michael Jordan. Ain't no comparison. Some people say, well, they did the same thing when Jordan came in the league. The referees made everybody ease up on Jordan, and because they was fouling Jordan and stuff, and then they changed the rules. Okay, let's say that was true. Let's say it was true. The difference is when Jordan played, Jordan got his score points even with the roughhousing. Jordan competed even when he got knocked to the floor. Jordan was fearless. He still went in the paint. He still put his nuts upside your head. Bam! Fall to the floor. Get back up. That's what Jordan did. Caitlin Clark ain't doing that. When Caitlin Clark, before the first half of the season, Caitlin Clark was not too effective. When they put that pressure on her, she was not too effective. So what happened? The media in cahoots with the WNBA complained. The media complaining, the fans complaining, any kind of little bump in it. They looking for something. Who's going to touch our princess? Who's going to touch her? If they touch her, we gonna call foul. People all at home, they ain't even at the game calling foul. That's a foul. 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 Didn't you hear me say foul? Now, to Caitlin Clark's credit, she really don't do a lot of complaining herself. She's really the consummate pro. She really put her head down and go about her business in a workman-like manner. I like that. I like that. The issue is them damn fans, these fanatics in the media. They're giving her too much credit. They're giving her too much leeway. They have made it to where you cannot do anything, any little minor infraction. Everybody's screaming, protect the queen, protect the guy, protect Caitlin CC. Anything. Her ass ain't too precious to be bumped, and she know that. That's why she don't complain. But y'all making me not like her. All that overprotection y'all be doing. Well, they wouldn't do Asia Wilson like that, Man, Asia Wilson gets bumped and pushed around all the time. It's just that she does it back. She handles her business. And she keeps on going. Shaq was the biggest dude in the NBA, the baddest boy in the NBA. You still got players on there that attack the Shaq. You remember what they call it, the Shaq attack, the Shaq, hack Shaq, whatever that. Somebody drop it in the comments, whatever they used to call it, the Shaq attack or whatever. It was something they called that rhymed with Shaq, where they was hacking Shaquille O'Neal to get him on the foul line so that he could shoot and possibly lower his chances of making shots. You know, lower his percentage of making a shot, scoring. The Hacker Shack, I think, is what they called it. The Hacker Shack. My point is, you're dealing with the NBA. You're dealing with, in this case, the WNBA. Those women are professionals. They are the best in the world. They have played all their lives. Some of them have played basketball all their lives. They are the best at what they do. They're not supposed to just roll over in a big old ball and cry and just let Caitlin Clark cook my ass. We finna get with her. We ain't letting her, let her cook. If she cook, she cook. But I ain't finna let her cook. I'm gonna hit her upside the head with a frying pan. I'm not about to let her do nothing. Those women are professionals. How y'all think everybody's sitting back? Look, even me, I really ain't got a dog in the fight. I ain't making no money off the WNBA. I don't play ball. I ain't no coach. I ain't a manager. I don't have no kids in the WNBA. I'm just a spectator. And I'm sitting here, I'm sitting back looking at this whole thing play out. And it just looks like to me that everybody wants to just give her a free pass because she's good and she's bringing a lot of money to the WNBA. She's still dealing with professional players. She still have a professional competition every time she steps out on that court. So you saying that the players should just shut up and dribble? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm going to tell you something, fam. To me, some things are just more important than just my pride. I mean, just money, just getting money. Everybody talking about the money. It's the money, man. I mean, get the money, man. We got to get the money, man. The money is the reason why a lot of us are in the situation we're in right now, chasing that bag. Chasing that bag, get people caught up, get them chasing that bag and get your head knocked off. Chasing that bag have gotten people years in prison, have facilitated early death for some people. Chasing that bag have women in abusive relationships or stand in relationships longer than they need to. Because this guy got a bag, you know, I'm going to take all this, I'm going to take this abuse and this mistreatment. Chasing that bag have you out there selling your ass, selling your soul. So there has to be some balance. And right now, everybody just talking about the bag, getting the bag for the WNB, the bag. I'm going to tell you, y'all, I'm serious about my money, but I could have a whole lot more if I was just chasing the bag. There has to be some balance. You got to have some kind of pride about yourself, some type of self-dignity, some type of self-worth. And a lot of them players out there on that court got that. And they're going to be punished, though, because they want to protect Caitlin Clark. You got to protect her. The reason why she's going off right now and she's able to do what she's doing right now, because the WNBA has told the players to back off. They've told the players to back off of her. So of course she can score better now because the pressure ain't the same. If you look at the NBA is softer now. The NBA, yeah, they're scoring more points, but the NBA is soft. A little too soft, so soft that a lot of people have stopped watching the NBA because it don't look like these dudes are playing hard enough. So the NBA gonna have to do something to bring the fans back, to increase viewership. They're gonna have to let them boys get down up in there and you know, because anytime something go too far to the left or to the right, there has to be a correction. There has to be a correction at some point. You got to correct it because you got to have balance. And so the NBA, the NBA is softer than cotton now. That's why you can have somebody like Steph Curry put up the kind of points that he can put up. He wide open. They can't touch him. That's why Tom Brady could be in the league, playing the league as a quarterback, one of the most brutal positions that's ever been in the game of football. He could play 20 years and win all those championships because he's not under the same scrutiny. He's not under the same pressure that Terry Bradshaw was under. He's not under the same pressure that what's the boy in San Francisco? Damn, can't say his name. Steve. Where my football players at? What's the boy? The champion for the San Francisco 49ers, the football player. But even Warren Moon, he's not. Yeah, Steve Young. Steve Young that boy was bad. Terry Bradshaw, that boy was bad. Run that ball, throw that ball, go in head first, whatever you had to do to win, and they still won multiple championships. Imagine if Steve Young and Terry Bradshaw didn't get touched. Like, what's the boy name again? Tom Brady. Imagine if they had the protection Tom Brady had. Well, you couldn't touch him. Can't touch him. Any kind of little touch or whatever, boom, it's a penalty. Imagine how many records they would have broke. Imagine how many records they would have broken. Enormous Nut says, boy, you earned that name too just now. Says I'm hating. Okay, let's say I am hating. I ain't finna defend it. I ain't gotta defend it. You can't do nothing about it. Now what? Anything, you can't say nothing about him. If you say something about him, you hating. That's all you got is you hating. Break it down, prove me wrong. Instead of just saying you hating, prove me wrong. Give me a better argument, because just saying somebody hating is not an argument. Prove me wrong. Anything I just said, prove me wrong. You can't. These are facts. The difference between Michael Jordan and Caitlin Clark in terms of basketball and the rules and all of that type of stuff is Michael Jordan scored and won under duress. That's the difference. And when they changed the rules, to ease up on the contact, all the players benefited from those same rules. They didn't just apply them to Michael Jordan. They applied those rules to everybody. Yeah, you don't want to hear that, though. You ain't ready for that conversation. Michael Jordan, you cannot compare Caitlin Clark to Michael Jordan at all. You can't compare Caitlin Clark to Larry Bird. All you can do is say she's the great white hope like Larry Bird was. But Larry Bird played under duress. Yeah, he was the golden child and still ended up on the floor nightly and still got his points. Caitlin Clark can't do that. She gonna shut down. You put that physicality on her, she gonna shut down. She can't take it. So if you change the rules, you move the goalpost to benefit one player, to try to protect a player, then of course you're catering to their game. You're changing the game to cater to their game. Of course they're gonna shine. So at this point, you got to put an asterisk next to Caitlin Clark's name. Because of that alone, because of them changing the rules for her to benefit, you got to put an asterisk next to her name now. And that ain't to no fault of hers. She's playing the hand that she was dealt with. Caitlin Clark, as I said, is still a very good player. She's a very good player. I never took anything from her. I never said she wasn't. It ain't her fault that they're treating her special. I mean, let's be honest. If any of us could get special treatment, we take it. You think the pretty girl at the club is going to walk up and see that long line and the bouncer at the front says, okay, y'all, come on. You think they're going to go like, no, that's, we're not going to do that. Yeah, we're going to wait in line. We're going to go to the back of the line and wait just like everybody else. It's not fair. No, they're going to be just walk right on up in that front, walk on in, ain't going to think about the people in the back in that line. They don't. So if you can get some special treatment, you can benefit from some special treatment. Who ain't going to benefit from special treatment if they can get some special treatment? Who's not going to benefit from that? Caitlin Clark is a good player. Is she destined for greatness? Perhaps, if she can stay healthy. Yes, if she stays healthy, I think that's a safe bet. But is she the best player in the league right now? No. That's A'ja Wilson. She's the best. So imagine fam, you being the best at what you do. Imagine you're the best. Some new person with all the bells and the whistles and the media and the fan base pops up out of nowhere. And they come into your league and start competing with you. Everybody knows you're the best, but they getting all the shine. You're the best. And that's another thing about Jordan. When Jordan came in, everybody knew immediately that was a changing of the guard. He came in day one causing havoc. Day one. Immediately. Out of all other great players who was there when he walked in, including Bird and Kareem and everybody, Elijah Wan, everybody. No, he came out the same year Elijah Wan came out. But all of those players, all of those guys who was in the league at the time, they knew the heir apparent is here. Michael Jordan, it was easy to see. Caitlin Clark, by far, is not the best player in the WNBA. She is not the best player in the WNBA. That's understood. That is factual. The numbers suggest that. So if she getting all this extra shine and you got 10 other players who's better than her, not getting that action, how you think they're supposed to feel? And they changing the rules for her? Nah, fam. I'm a rock. I'm a rock with the other players too. I feel where they coming from. I'm not letting her cook. I'm a toaster ass. That's what I'm finna do. I'm not letting her do nothing. But here's the thing too, though, fam. Caitlin Clark is going to be okay whether she is allowed to cook or not. But she ain't, if they continue to not put pressure on her, not allow those defenders to really get up on her and punish her, then of course she's going to go crazy and break all kinds of records because she ain't got no pressure on her. Ain't no pressure. If they put that pressure on her, she'll end up being just a good player in the WNBA. But now that they've eased up off of her, now she can become a great player based on the numbers. But you got to put an asterisk next to her name. You got to put that asterisk next to her name because the other players have been mandated to go easy on her. Let's face it, fam. These leagues are here to make money. WNBA, NBA, basketball, football, baseball, whatever. They're all here to make money, right? And it doesn't matter what the race of the next rookie coming in. It doesn't matter what their race is. Whoever is the best, it is incumbent on the league to promote that player so that they can continue to get new blood and make more money. So the league's going to promote that player no matter what their race is. No matter what their ethnicity is, the league is going to promote. It's in the league's best interest to promote that player and shower that player with endorsements and all of that type of stuff, right? Because they got to keep it going. The greatest player in the game is not going to always be the greatest player. So they're always looking for the next best thing. However, in this country, if the next best thing is a white person, whatever a black person or any other person would have gotten who was equally talented, that white person is going to get 100 times more action. Now, say that I'm hating, but can you say that I'm lying? That's for all y'all out there that say I'm hating. Can you say I'm lying? Hell no, you can't. This country needs a great white hope to make those who are inferior feel superior. That's right. I said it. On a personal note, I just want to see some action. I ain't got a dog in the fight. I just want to see some action. I want to see a good fight. I just want to see a good fight. I haven't sat down and watched one complete game of basketball in I don't know how many years. one complete game of football, and I don't know how many years. I watch baseball, but I've watched a number of baseball games all the way. But the point is, this Caitlin Clark phenomenon has produced a lot of criticism because of the fandemonium. Because of these fans, some of these fans, racist fans, some of y'all racist. Some of y'all listening to me right now, y'all racist. The only reason y'all even care about Caitlin Clark is because she's white. That's it. Point blank, period. Probably never even watched basketball a day in your life. Heard about a white girl who's supposed to be superior, and then you just jumped right on the bandwagon. Yeah. Kind of remind me of Jack Johnson when he fought back in the day. He fought Jeffries. And, you know, white folks, after not Jeffries, but Tom, I can't say his last name. I can't remember his last name. But when he fought for the championship, and white folks went out and started rioting after Jack Johnson won the championship because they could not accept a black man was physically superior over a white man. They couldn't accept it. They refused to accept it. So they went out and rioted and killed innocent people. And it also sparked a chain reaction of black people, you know, countering, doing, you know, being engaged in counter riots. Okay, Cake, you got the right name, Cake Mix. You are Cake. You are kick ass. So you do what you do and you race bait. That's what this is what Kate said. Let me tell you something, Cake, perfect name, Cake. So I want you to understand something. I am not going to be silent so you can be comfortable. See, here's the deal, fam. When black folks talk about injustice, when black folks hold government workers' feet to the fire, public workers' feet to the fire, oftentimes they're accused of being a race baiter. They're accused of being anti-American. But when a white dude do it, he's considered a rebel. What that is, fam, is that what they try to do is they try to call your names so that you can be quiet about injustice. So Cake, get out my mix. It ain't gonna work. It ain't never worked on me. You're gonna have to go try to find somebody with a small mind. You're gonna have to find you somebody else who really can't articulate their issues well, who can't intelligently analyze your BS. See, I know what you're doing. It's psychology. It's psychology one-on-one. It don't work over here. It has never worked over here. It ain't gonna never work. I've been doing this for 35 years. That's what they do, fam. They try to come on your channel. They try to come on your platform, try to infiltrate. cause confusion, run interference. They can't argue with you. You know what I'm saying? They can't put up a good defense. They can't articulate their position, so they just call your name. You're hating. You're race baiting. What's your position? That's what they do, though, fam. It has been effective for certain people, but it's never worked for me. It has never worked on me. It never will work on me. I call a strike and a ball a ball. You Caitlin Clark fans are the reason why a lot of people don't like Caitlin Clark. A lot of people never heard of Caitlin Clark, but because y'all ride her nuts so hard, y'all make people not like her. Y'all make people not like her. I'm not one of them people. I still like her. I like Caitlin Clark, but I'm going to call a strike and a ball. If I see it, I'm going to call it out. I see what's going on. I see that the league has put out a mandate, a wink, wink, and told these players to ease up on Caitlin Clark. I see that any little minor infraction, she fall down, everybody rushing to go grab her. You all right, baby? Sweet, my sweet honey sugar pie. You're okay? I know we're playing a women's game of basketball and it gets physical and everything, but that doesn't apply to you. We don't want you to get touched, honey. You're playing basketball. I respect the women that's banging on her. And I respect how she bangs back. I respect how she absorbs the punishment and keep on going. But it's y'all fans, y'all more invested in what's going on with her on the floor than she is. As I said, she's the consummate professional. I like that. She got heart. I like that. But this extra protection, this the hypersensitive stuff that y'all got going on in regards to her, I'm not with that. And I'm going to call it out every time. And it don't look like it's going to ease up anytime soon. So I'm not going to ease up. I'm going to be calling y'all out just like I called Donald Trump. Been calling Donald Trump out for the last decade. I'm going to stay on her head. Well, not Caitlin Clark head, but I'm going to stay on y'all head. Y'all are obsessed with Caitlin Clark like you are obsessed with Trump. Obsessed. And let her cook. Let these other players cook. Yeah, let them cook. Yeah, they act like Caitlin Clark is beyond reproach, man. Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Clark. I could see if she was the baddest player in the WNBA. She ain't the best player in the WNBA. That would go to Asia Wilson. She's not the best in the game. But they're treating her like she's the best, and we know why. That's my time, fam. I appreciate y'all joining the live. I'm pretty sure that we'll be talking about this again real soon. Also, I got an update on that situation that happened with me at La Madeline restaurant, and I'll bring that to you guys within the next day or so. Until next time, fam, enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And to all the players out there on the court, y'all make sure y'all not only give Caitlin Clark hell, make her earn it. Make her earn every shot. Make her earn it every trip up the court. And don't be afraid to throw the middle finger up to her fans. That's my time. No more talk.